Chelsea fans are living through another sensational day in the transfer window, one that feels like the club is reshaping itself from back to front with confidence, clarity, and ambition. The headlines do not stop coming, and this time the news begins with Alessandro Bastoni and Xavi Simons at the very centre of the story, two players who together represent the stability and creativity Chelsea have been building towards all summer. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that talks are well underway for Bastoni, the Inter Milan defender admired across Europe, with Chelsea negotiating around £35 million, a fee that signals both value and intent, because in Bastoni they see the defensive leadership, the presence, and the experience that can anchor Maresca's new system. And while those discussions continue, the Simons story is moving rapidly towards its conclusion. Fabrizio once again reporting that preparation is almost complete. The long journey of waiting, talking and closing doors to rivals is finally ending with Xavi Simons ready to join Chelsea, the club he has always desired above all others. The timing of these moves is not a coincidence. Chelsea's project under Enzo Maresca is about balance, about strengthening both the defensive core and the creative heart. And that is why Bastoni and Simons together are such symbolic names to lead today's narrative. Bastoni, a defender with Champions League pedigree, offers calm on the ball and the ability to build from the back, qualities that Maresca demands from his centre-backs. He is not only a stopper, but a playmaker in disguise, capable of starting attacks as well as ending them, and Chelsea know that bringing him in for £35 million would be one of the smartest deals of the summer. Simons, on the other hand, has always been about vision and desire. A player who said no to Manchester City, no to Bayern Munich, no to Premier League rivals, and kept repeating that Chelsea was the one and only option. He waited while Nkunku's exit was prepared. He waited while Chelsea managed the financial balance of the squad. And now, finally, the end is in sight, with his patience rewarded and Stamford Bridge ready to welcome him. But even as those two stories dominate the front of the stage, another dramatic twist is unfolding in the background. One that has stunned fans but also excited them about what comes next. Nicholas Jackson, the striker who has been both brilliant and frustrating in flashes, has agreed to join Newcastle United for a fee of £65 million. It is a significant sale, one that underlines Chelsea's ability to generate resources and reshape the squad. And while some fans have mixed emotions about losing a young forward with potential, the reality is that this deal opens further doors for reinforcements and allows Maresca to refine his attacking options with players who perfectly suit his tactical vision. Newcastle get a striker with pace and raw hunger, Chelsea get the financial freedom to move on Bastoni and secure Simons, and the cycle of transformation continues. Romano's confirmations today carry extra weight because they touch on three areas of the pitch at once. Chelsea's defence, with Bastoni negotiations alive. Chelsea's creativity, with Simons in final preparation. Chelsea's attack, with Jackson departing for a record sale to Newcastle. It is rare to see such a complete picture on a single day, and fans across London are buzzing with the feeling that their club is not just participating in the market, but mastering it. Maresca himself has been a calm but determined figure throughout this window. He knows exactly what he wants, and his influence is clear in these moves. Bastoni is the kind of defender he has admired for years, strong but technical, disciplined but adventurous with the ball. Simons is the player he believes can unlock the best out of Estevao and Palmer, a connector between midfield and attack who thrives in tight spaces and presses with intelligence. And the Jackson sale, though not his personal decision, frees up the budget to execute the plan without compromise. Chelsea are not improvising anymore. They are executing a vision step by step, piece by piece, and the results are starting to look like a masterpiece in the making. For the fans, the mood is extraordinary. Social media is flooded with excitement about Simons finally being close, about Bastoni being in negotiations, about Jackson's fee giving Chelsea more power in the market. London is alive with the talk of Maresca's new era. Supporters outside Stamford Bridge are already singing about the Dutch magician Simons, while Italian press outlets debate whether Inter can afford to lose Bastoni. And in Newcastle, supporters are preparing to welcome a striker they hope can take them into the Champions League again. Chelsea fans have finally lived through the kind of moment that will be remembered for years, as Fabrizio Romano and Sky Sports together confirmed one of the most dramatic double deals in modern football, with Christopher Nkunku sealing his move to Bayern Munich and Xavi Simons completing his long-awaited dream switch to Chelsea. A story that has kept the footballing world on edge all summer and has now ended with Stamford Bridge catching fire with excitement and belief. For months, the saga felt like a roller coaster, with Nkunku's future up in the air, with Bayern pushing relentlessly and Chelsea refusing to budge until the timing was perfect. But when the breakthrough finally arrived, it became clear that his departure was not a loss, but the decisive trigger for something greater. The signing of Xavi Simons, who had eyes only for Chelsea and who had turned down advances from Manchester City, Bayern Munich, and several Premier League rivals simply because his dream was blue and only blue. For Chelsea, this is not just a transaction, it is a symbolic moment, the closing of one chapter and the beginning of another, Nkunku moving to Germany to rediscover himself in Bayern's system, while Chelsea gain a jewel who has been waiting patiently for the door to open. Fabrizio Romano explained it in the clearest way possible: deal sealed for Nkunku to Bayern, deal done for Xavi Simons to Chelsea. Chelsea are on fire. While Sky Sports called it a blockbuster switch that shakes the market and changes the destiny of two great clubs. Those words spread like wildfire through social media, Chelsea fans lighting up London with celebration, German outlets hailing the arrival of Nkunku in Bavaria, but above all, a sense of destiny at Stamford Bridge, where supporters knew this was coming, knew the club were building towards it, and now have the proof that patience has its rewards. Xavi Simons has been nothing but consistent throughout the summer, rejecting whispers, closing doors, and sending one simple message: that Chelsea was his only option and the only place he wanted to be. His loyalty was tested with calls from Bayern in recent weeks, with Manchester City exploring possibilities and even other Premier League sides trying to tempt him. But he never wavered. He kept waiting while Chelsea prepared their squad for his arrival, even understanding that Nkunku's exit had to be completed before the move could happen. That patience has made the deal even sweeter for the fans, because this is not a player coming for convenience or money, but a player arriving because he truly wanted this club, this badge, this project. For Chelsea supporters, that matters just as much as the talent he brings on the pitch. Manager Enzo Maresca has been one of the most vocal supporters of bringing Simons in, shaping his vision around a player who can connect midfield to attack with fluid movement and creativity. And now, he has the perfect fit. At Cobham, there is already a buzz about how Simons will link with Cole Palmer, how Estevão, the Brazilian wonder kid, could slot alongside them, and how Chelsea's front line is suddenly becoming one of the most imaginative and youthful in Europe. Maresca has spoken of bravery, expression, and tactical intelligence, and Simons embodies all of that, pressing with intensity, working hard without the ball, and dazzling with skill when he has it. The thought of him floating behind the striker, unlocking defences and dictating tempo, has made supporters dream of a brand new Chelsea that plays with swagger and fearlessness. The reaction across London has been electric. Fans outside Stamford Bridge have been singing, social media has been dominated by celebrations, and the phrase "Chelsea are on fire" has become a rallying cry. Some fans have already said this is the moment the project became real, that the club has stopped merely participating in the market and is now dominating it. Nkunku's exit, once feared, is now seen as a masterstroke, because it opened the path for something greater, and Xavi Simons' arrival is viewed as not just a signing, but a declaration of intent. Chelsea are back, stronger, bolder, and hungrier than ever. The symbolism of this double deal cannot be ignored. Nkunku goes to Bayern, a club where his talent can flourish, but in doing so, he clears the space for Chelsea to sign a player who actively chose them over the rest of Europe. It is a rare moment in football where both clubs feel they have won, but in truth, Chelsea's victory is bigger, because they have secured the loyalty of a generational talent who dreamed of wearing blue and who refused to compromise on that dream.